Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. How you doing? As you know, this is your daily dose of truth, no fluff, no filters, so let's get into it. First, I want to say I do apologize for not posting. Um, a lot is going on, and also I'm making preparations because I am going to military training, military boot camp in like less than 2 months. So yeah, whenever I can, I will make sure that I post. So thank you so much for your patience. Now, today's video, we're talking about how difficult it is for a lot of people, which kind of is funny because I talk about joining the military, and one of the reasons is because finances. That's like the main reason. Going to school and saving money. That's it, right? A lot of people are resulting to that because the job market is so bad, and people are losing their jobs. People are living in their cars, and you know some people are moving back in with family members, with parents, and things are just really hard out here. And I posted a while ago about this topic, this video that I posted on how the government was trying to give women $5,000, not $5,000 a month, but $5,000 after they deliver a healthy child. And, you guys in the comments were honest in saying that that is not enough for anyone anywhere to have a child. Like, that doesn't make any sense. The amount it costs to birth a child alone is just so much, hundreds of thousands of dollars in some cases if you don't have insurance, right? So even if you have insurance, you still end up paying some people close to $10,000. You still have to pay. So $5,000, what exactly is that covering? So I just wanted to kind of remind women, because making such a drastic decision about joining the military, something I didn't really want to do, but knowing that I want to put myself where I want to be, I don't have kids, and I don't want you to get to a point where I'm able to just say I want to get up and go into the military because I don't have that responsibility of having a child. Some people who have kids still do it, but they have to find somebody to watch the kids for them and this and that and the third. A lot of people say that's their motivation, that's their drive when they're in training. It helps them keep pushing, keep training and stuff, their kids. But my main goal is I don't want you to get to that point. I don't want you to get to that point. If you want something, you're not where you want to be in life. I don't want anything to hold you back. If you have a plan, you have a goal, I don't want anything to hold you back to the point where it's like, oh man, I could join the military, but I don't have anybody to watch my kid. Damn, I could start this business, but daycare or childcare, this and that is so much. Like, you have this thing that's like pulling, and you have nobody that's pouring onto you, and it's extremely hard. So I want you to see the reality of what is going on out there. And some of these videos are even from 2024, like not a couple months ago, definitely like a while ago, right? Of people just saying how hard it is. And I want you to understand the videos now as well, that people are coming out and saying it's even worse. And I want you to know it's going to keep getting worse. It's going to keep getting worse. So please, 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 if you're not ready for a child, do not have one. If you know you're going to end up being a single mother, do not have a child. Some people complain about my intros being long. I'm sorry, I like to talk in the beginning of the video instead of at the end because some of y'all be clicking off. Y'all be clicking off. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started on the video.
We got a problem. And it's all something almost no one here ever talks about. We're not having children.
Oh, really? God, wonder why. I wonder why we're not having children. Maybe it's because we can't fucking afford it. I have a heart attack anytime my car makes a noise that I know is expensive. What do you think I'm going to do when my 2-year-old has been coughing for 2 days straight? I'm gonna flip the fuck out. That's what I'm gonna do. What confidence has the United States government instilled in its people that it is totally okay and affordable to have a fucking kid? Y'all bleed us dry every step of the way. Y'all bleed us in taxes. Y'all bleed us in medical bills. Y'all bleed us in college debt. Y'all bleed us in cost of living. Y'all bleed us in rent increases. Y'all bleed us in minimum wage. Y'all bleed us in gas prices. Y'all bleed us at the grocery store. Y'all bleed us like fucking cattle. But here's the funny thing about cattle, right? If you send more cattle to a slaughterhouse faster than the cow can reproduce, guess what happens? You run out of fucking cattle. Maybe that's something you could tell the 1% that keeps greasing your pockets in Congress so that we can finally, get somewhere. Or how about y'all realize that it's not the 1% that makes the world go around, it's the rest of us. The 1%'s not fighting your wars. No, it's the rest of us. The 1% aren't part of the working class. No, it's the rest of us. The 1% isn't going to fill your schools. No, it's the rest of us. Like, Congress needs to stop playing dumb and realize that greed is going to destroy not just the country, but the world we live in. Like, I cannot wait for the primaries. I cannot wait for the election because we need to reassess who is making decisions for us.
So hard! They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just fucking surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can. And you get $250 a month. What the fuck? That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month. And my ex is a nurse. $250 a month.
Literally, I stayed in the hospital for a whole fucking week because I had an overdose. I overdosed because I literally did not want to be here no more. I didn't have a post for 11 something, almost 12 minutes because I didn't want to be here. I felt like this is
Nobody talks about the amount of times as a fucking mom that you sit in the fucking car and just cry, bro. You just fucking cry. Even when you know your tears not gonna fix shit. And like I might always have to take care of her.
I could talk to the younger me. I would tell me to wait. I would tell me to wait to have kids until I know that I either am financially stable or I'm having a team behind me that can help me because everybody needs a community. And when you are alone doing this,
I don't care who say they're going to be there for you. I don't care what type of help people think they're going to give you. Get that fucking abortion.
I'll be fine. If I gave you my love, I tell you what I do. I'd expect a whole lot of...
I made 10 DoorDashes in the last 2 hours. And guess how much I made? Guess. After gas, I made a whopping $24.76. Not even a full $25. Like, I can't even get my own food DoorDashed for $25. Okay? When I moved to Cali from Texas last year, I really thought that I was going to be living my California dream. I got my full-time job. I got health insurance, benefits, all of that stuff. All of the things that I thought that I needed to live a comfortable life. And it just feels like I can never make ends meet. Like, I'm literally clocking into my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5. Hold on, girl. I got to order. And I'm just so frustrated because I feel like I've done everything right. Like, I went to school, I got my degree, I got a job, but like with rent and bills and student loans and groceries and gas, like it just feels like I just cannot get ahead. And it's like these billionaires who have never had to lug 5 Big Mac meals with drinks up 3 flights of stairs. It feels like they are making money hand over fist. Something has got to give, and I feel like it needs to be them because I am tired. All right, the billionaires need to start opening their pocketbooks because I can't afford to keep on opening mine.
There's a new trend forming, and it's living in your car. This is my home. I live in my car because the cost of living. I have been outpriced at the rental market.
Sorry, just gotta stop you there. It's not a trend. This is not a trend. This is survival instinct. For countries that have collapsed and the rent is too expensive and the food is too expensive and all the prices are too expensive for a single person or even two people to afford to pay the rent, this is what happens. You end up living in your car just to survive. It's not a trend. Let's be very, very clear about that. But there are solutions. And unfortunately, it means moving and living in another country. As you can see, the prices here in the Western world, where it's modern and forward, right, are just too expensive. This is England, and here we go. Let's look at America. These prices, according to the jobs, it's not enough. You won't be able to save money. You won't be able to do anything. But here's the prices here in Asia. And do you think you'd be able to afford that? Basically, you can have 6 months here for 1 month there. Do you think people are living in their cars in Asia? Asian people, let us know in the comments if you see this video.
Can you stand behind you and talk about something?
Yeah.
Okay. Here in New York City, one of the most expensive places in America to live, this man right here has made his home on the streets. He said he could no longer afford to pay rent. Here, the average rent is around $4,500 a month, while the minimum wage is $16 an hour. This man says, I no longer can afford to pay rent. He's literally moved all his belongings outside. He's out here sitting on a chair, relaxing. Has his seat, he has his blankets, his cushions from his couch, pallets. And he says he's living a great life now. He says, I have no overhead. I've never felt more free as he's living here on the streets in New York City. It's so expensive to live here. People are literally going homeless on the streets.
Do y'all see how many young people are living in their cars?
Yes, I did see all these people living in their cars. And back in 2019, the statistics showed that 140,000 people were living in their car. But I assume now it's probably double.
I've been living in my car for over 70 days now, and I'm in a pickle. I ran out of food. I don't have any gas, so I'm kind of stranded in a parking lot. I've been here for around 4 days now, and I'm a little stressed, but I'm still making it work somehow. I'm trying everything in my character to just not go on the side of the road and beg for money.
And because of the out of control inflation that we're having in our country right now, and rent prices being over $1,500 a month, I have been outpriced at the rental market, and I live here in my car full time.
Hey, I'm homeless. I live in my car. I've lived in my car for 11 and a half months, and today is the day that my car broke down.
Okay, so I am homeless.
So let's talk about how I lived in my car for 6 months.
I'm 35 years old. I'm sleeping on a mattress on the floor at my friend's place because it's impossible to get a rental or it's way too expensive. And my only options are sleep in my car, sleep on the floor at my friend's house, or try and find a room in a share house if I can afford it, if there's any available. Knowing my luck, I'll end up with some fucking weirdos. How are those my only options? How are those the only options of many Australians right now? Before anyone says, you're 35, why don't you own a house? I did own a house in my 20s. I owned a house with my ex for 6 years. We bought at a good time in 2012. Then we split, he paid me out. It wasn't enough to then go and buy another property. So I think I'm just gonna have to start applying for rentals, like 1-bedroom apartments. I don't mind living in a tiny 1-bedroom apartment, but having to pay $500 a week is fucked. I earn an average wage, but I can't afford that.
Everyone is currently struggling. Even 2-income households, some of them were struggling. A lot of people are staying in toxic, abusive relationships because of the fact that they know they will not be able to make it out there on their own. So don't jump into a relationship or situationship just because of bills. And then once, unfortunately, the abuse starts, you have nowhere to go. And when you bring a child into that situation, that child is going to resent you forever. Because why are you bringing a child into a situation that you yourself cannot get out of? Now you brought that child in to cope when you should be trying to get out of that situation. It's extremely selfish. But single people are really, really struggling. It's really difficult right now. So it's not to harm you, it's to help you in the future. Me, 26, telling you this as a young person, trust me, it will be better for you. And I know the older women down in the comments are going to let you know, yes, wait, yes, build yourself up. Yes, in this economy right now, under this administration, you should not be having children. So you're hearing it from both age groups.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm going to say it. Stop getting pregnant in low-income housing. You've already had 2 babies there. Why do you keep having more there? You clearly cannot even afford to live on your own outside of a voucher from the government. Stop having children. Go to school, go get your education, go get a trade, go start a business. Stop having children. Nobody's going to tell you. Your family's just going to watch you drown. Stop having children. You already have enough. And you have 0 qualifications.
Being a stay-at-home mom for almost 7 years has taught me that I need to stop being a stay-at-home mom and take my ass back to the workforce. The life I thought I was going to live, the organic shit that I thought I was going to buy, the homeschooling that I thought I was going to do, our bank account begs to differ. Our bank account says, bitch, you need to get up and snap out of this dream that you're having, and you need to take your ass to work, because there's not enough for me to be a stay-at-home mom. It's not enough for me to homeschool my kids. It's not enough for me to do what I'm trying to do. It's just not. Being a stay-at-home mom for almost 7 years has taught me that it's time. It is time. My daughter is going to 1st grade next month, and if the child care assistance people determine that my husband and I are poor enough, we might get some help with that for his daycare. It's time for me to put my big girl boots on and to get my check. It's time for my checks to hit my bank account the same way my husband's checks be hitting our joint account. You hear what in my bank account? His is gonna hit it's gonna hit our joint. Mine gonna hit mine. But I'm just stressed the fuck out. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm smiling, but I'm stressed. I'm smiling, but I could cry. I'm smiling because the bills is billing, the rent is renting. Bye.
Listen, let's stop this fucking now. Let's stop it now. There is no village. Let me tell you, young girls, what nobody's gonna tell you. You got fucking 3 kids at 24 years old. You're getting ready to struggle. You're getting ready to cry. You're getting ready to be depressed. You're getting ready to want to unalive yourself. Okay? You're so in love with the baby daddy and you keep laying on your fucking back. You're going to be alone. Your friends that all think your baby's cute, while they're out twerking something cute in a cute little pretty girl outfit arrangement, you're gonna be home with those fucking babies, drowning in postpartum, drowning in depression, drowning in your fucking mistakes and decisions. And all your friends, I'm your friend. No, ain't no fucking friends, babe. That's just what they are. Your friends are not your baby dad. Nobody's gonna tell you. Your mother's not gonna tell you. Your father's not gonna tell you. You're gonna find out when you call them because you have a job interview and nobody can watch your fucking kid. And they're home. They're off that day. You're gonna find out when you're down to the change in the middle of your console to put gas in your car. That love ain't all that. Love takes hostages and will leave you and your kids in fucking poverty and turmoil. So buckle the fuck up. Because I'm going to tell you what nobody's telling you. Them fucking babies are yours. And that man ain't never going to fucking change. This shit is hard. And I have more than a lot of you bitches. And I'm struggling. So let me tell you bitches what nobody will. Let me tell you what nobody will. Especially you young girls who keep laying on your fucking backs having all these babies thinking it's cute. I know what you're going through behind closed doors. I know you're crying yourself to fucking sleep. I know you're overstimulated and you're being a mean fucking mom. I know what the fuck is going on. So you can try to post your pictures and their cute little dresses and their shirts. But baby, I got 2. One's with my ex-husband from a very formal relationship, okay? By the book. And the other is from a narcissist that I got with after. I wish I would have knew.
I recently posted on Twitter to stop preaching single motherhood to Black girls, and so many
I'm starting to think that a lot of our people don't know that single motherhood alone can lead you straight to poverty. A lot of people in our community are in poverty, especially women, because they're single mothers. If you know that's a big factor in our community as to why a lot of us are in poverty, why would you not try to promote to stop that? If you meet any single mom, they'll tell you, I don't want to be a single mom. That's not something I said. You know what? Hey, nobody signs up for that. So to try to help other women prevent it, and she's getting backlash for that, really, it hurts, because it's like, are you guys trying to keep us where we're at?
This Philadelphia woman breaks down and gets emotional as she speaks about how the current economy is affecting women. Says the working class mothers can't afford to shop at the grocery store. After y'all watch this, I want to know how many of y'all agree with this, and what do you think can be done about this?
Hit you?
It hit me hard. It's hitting me hard.
Who do you blame for it?
I blame the federal government at this point. If a working class mom who works as a paralegal cannot buy a $2 bell pepper because it's now $5, imagine a mother living on food stamps. Imagine a mother who's making minimum wage trying to feed children. They're killing us without killing us. If you understand that. They're killing us without telling us they're killing us. They're hurting people in ways that they can't help themselves. It's either feed my child or how about feed my children and I don't, but I have to go work.
Who feels as if black voters are taken for granted, i.e., they make you promises and they don't deliver?
My mom often tells me that I'm the worst thing that ever happened to her. And to be honest, I agree with her. My mom hadn't even graduated high school when she had me. That meant that she wasn't able to engage in a lot of the social activities that her friends were doing. Things like enjoying her last choir concert or walking at graduation. After she had told her parents that she was pregnant with me, she then moved in with my father's parents. Now, my father's parents were very strong Vietnamese people, and my mother was not. There were a lot of social and cultural expectations that they had of her that she just simply wasn't able to fulfill. My father had mysteriously disappeared, so she was left alone. She never had anybody to advocate for her. She just constantly had to stand up for herself. After I was born, my mother started looking for a job immediately. And keep in mind that she had held previous jobs before, but was often fired for poor work ethic. However, this time was different because now she had a child to support. She had someone other than herself that she had to think about. And so she ended up intensely interviewing for jobs. Sometimes she would even have 3 jobs at one time, plus a kid to support. She would then pick up a steady job as a hairdresser, and our life kind of coasted from there. I remember those days. I remember living in these little tiny shoebox apartments with 3 other roommates. Our Christmas meal one year was the Christmas miracle, which was literally noodles and ketchup. My mom gave up her dreams of going to college. She gave up her dreams of having a strong relationship with someone. She gave up her dreams of having a rich social life, solely so that she could put her efforts into supporting and growing me. Fast forward to today, and my mother is literally managing districts of offices. She is doing extremely well for herself, and she is happy. Whenever my mother talks about her new success, she always says this: Jeremy is the worst thing that ever happened to her in high school. However, I was the best thing and the thing that she needed to happen to her in order for her to succeed. She often tells me that because of me, she learned how to develop a work ethic. She learned how to manage people. She learned how to multitask. And more importantly, learned how to love something that wasn't just herself. If I'm going to take anything away from this video, I'd want it to be 2 things. 1, sometimes bad things really do happen for a reason. 2, single moms,
Thank you so much for making it this far into the video. I hope you enjoyed the topic. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Share it with somebody you believe needs to hear this. Anyone who's thinking about having a child in this day and age, and you know for a fact they ain't got the money. You know for a fact they cannot afford it. They love to say that we're bitter, we hate mothers, we hate children, etc., but that's not the case. That's not true. We just don't want children to come into this world suffering like some of us did, or them coming into this world and just not getting the best experience. So yeah, let's continue this conversation down in the comments. Subscribe for more topics like this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.